So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Carr going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that could have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a former LSU Tiger. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants at 2 and 10 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Throwing, Jones. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Able to slither by. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. In motion right, that's Hyatt. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, and that is incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Hey, triple right, Pacino. Biggie.
In motion, Slayton. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Okay, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 7, Saints nothing.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Malik Neighbors with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Setting up the screen for Miller. Fights through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Carr to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Miller.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, good move. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Singletary trying the left side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a play fake. Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
36 yards.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Giants 17, Saints 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third.
Half 18, half 18.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Saints 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Running left is Tracy.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Spread them on this side. Other side, other side. Show them what we are made of. Keep it up.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw is Carr.
He gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Carr.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On the give, this is Singletary. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 5. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Throwing Jones.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
In motion, Slayton. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. Ooh, with a juke. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Inside handoff now, Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Carr going to throw.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Shifts by him. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.